$1.99. It's laser time and we're gonna do a review. Yes, we're gonna review. Talk about movies and comics too. Let's all go watch the review. I am a Batman fan, and I'm a Canadian man. I do top 10 lists, and I eat ketchup chips. It's laser time and we're gonna do a review. Yes, we're gonna review. Talk about movies and comics too. Let's all go watch the review. Hey guys, it's me, LazyD99. So, I was requested by Books and Graphics, I believe your name is. Assume that stands for Books and Graphic Novels. Yeah. Anyway, I was requested to take a look at my books and graphic novels and test something. Mostly the graphic novels and my comic book collection. So, yeah, so let's head over there. Okay, so let's get started. Now, where are my graphic novels? Well, let's take a look at my room. I'm sure in my old videos you have seen it before. So where do I keep them? In my closet. I know to a big comic book fan, this might not look like a lot. But I know to anyone who isn't a comic book fan, this looks like a ton. Basically, like any comic book fan, I divide my comic books into categories. Here we got Batman, Spider-Man, Justice League, Batman and Superman, X-Men, Outsiders, and other stuff. For graphic novels, we got from here to here is Batman. Unless you count the Superman and Batman, then it's there to there. Then we got Trinity, which is a Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and that's it. After that we have my Superman comics, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Outsiders, Justice League, Crises, more Justice League, Titans, Alan Moore stuff, Watchmen, Marvel Civil War, and Ultimate Spider-Man. I also have a copy of Wolverine Origins. Now, it is no surprise here that I have more DC than Marvel. That's just the way I roll, yo. And I just think that, yeah, I really like DC over Marvel. But there is also something that I do have a lot of, a big pile in the background that you might not have noticed. This big pile here, right beside this pile, which I didn't mention, which was my other Marvel comics besides Spider-Man and X-Men. This is Wizard Magazine. I have been getting Wizard Magazine for a long time now. To be perfectly honest, it was Wizard Magazine that really got me into comics. I mean, sure, I was into comics before that, but it was this stuff that made me really get to know about comics. You know, get to know what else is out there other than Batman, Superman, and other than DC and Marvel. What else is out there? And other than the stuff that everyone else already knows. You know, with this I learned about, you know, Invincible and Scott Pilgrim and you know, all other sorts of stuff that just come from, you know, comic books that a lot of people don't know about and I didn't know about. It was here where I very first learned about Watchmen. And it really intrigued me, Watchmen, because even before I had read it. Now, it's also, besides being just a place for comics, it is also a great magazine for movie stuff. Sure, it usually, more of the most part, goes just for comic book movies and geek movies, like, where it just talks about, you know, geek movies and stuff like that. But there's always a whole bunch of stuff in here. And I love getting this. I haven't written a subscription to Wizard. I don't know why. But if you're a comic book fan or an upstart comic book fan, you should pick these up. You can usually find them in any grocery store. That's where I find them. Anyway, but back to the graphic novels and stuff. As you can tell from here, other than my other pile and my Wizard magazine pile, Batman and Spider-Man are the highest in the group. Even in graphic novels, I seem to have more of Ultimate Spider-Man than of any other character besides Batman. However, I do have more of Justice League than Spider-Man. But I'm talking like single characters here. And Batman and Spider-Man have always been my two favorite comic book characters. One thing that I think I'm just going to slightly mention here, and then I know I'm going to do a video on this one day, is why on earth do convenience stores and grocery stores, for the most part, they only carry Marvel? Why doesn't any other store other than comic book stores carry DC stuff anymore? I'll have a video on that sometime soon. So, anyway, I just, yeah. But there are other times, if I'm reading something and I start reading it and it's just interesting, I usually start flipping through the pages faster, and then if I'm bored with it, I just close it and put it away. When I was living in the city, this guy always came out, because he was one of the workers who was like, you can't just come in and read it. You have to pay. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm going to pay for this anyway. That's why I've been reading it for a while, because it's really good. I know that it is a ripoff to just sit into a store and read all their merchandise. But is it, I mean, he did that to me at least like 4 times, and every time I bought what I was reading. I mean, is it that big of a deal? Maybe it's because I bought while I was reading. Hey, maybe I'll ask him again and he'll buy it. I don't know. But, what do you think about that? Do you think it's alright for comic book guys, owners, to let them read the comic books in the store? Because, I don't know about you, but if I like a comic book, I want to buy it. I want to hold it. I want to read it again. I want to notice things I didn't before. So, you know, yeah. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for looking at my stuff. Until next time, I'm listening to 99. If I don't like it, it's not worth it. See you around. Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel. And wait for more coming soon.